on the count of 3. 1, 2...
Get it! They're much too deep.
Come on, Barry. That chopper isn't going to wait for us.
Well, maybe we can get those poachers to help push.
If they catch us, we'll be on the same endangered species list as these guys. Come on. Okay, Paco, turn it over.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Están disparando!
They found us.
Barry, cover us.
Great. Who's gonna cover me?
Paco, grab the cage. There's the chopper.
I was hired to pick up some photographer and her partner, not some pet.
Without a doubt, the craziest woman I have ever known.
Come on, I could have just won some Pulitzer, and you know it.
Go ahead, Tower. Come on, Marie Car!
Yeah?
Message for you!
Anne Marie Carr, go ahead. From the magazine.
Let me guess. Made a mistake, sent you to the wrong damn continent. Anne Marie?
Message received.
What is it?
It's my brother Alan. He's been shot and killed. I'm Tiffany Underwood. Alan was always talking about you. You were a friend? His fiancée. I used to work part-time at the stables grooming horses. When Alan made lead trainer, we started spending a lot of time together. And then one thing led to another. Anyway, I just wanted to meet you and tell you how much everyone in Devil's Gorge loved him. He was really special. We hadn't talked much the last few years. I feel a little like I'm missing someone who was already out of my life. Was he happy? Yeah, I think so. He loved his work. He had a beautiful cabin on the gorge. We had so many plans. You found all my globe-trotting crazy. He used to say the only goal in life is to find someone to love and share the future with. So if it's any comfort, you must have made his life complete. Thank you. When are you going back home? I'm not. Not while Jason's there. Jason? Jason Hollister? Oh, right, Hollister Stables. Alan worked for him. Jason promised Alan a thoroughbred as a bonus for his recent work. But after he died, he said that the horse Alan deserved hadn't been born yet. It can be so cruel. Did the police tell you how he died? A hunting accident. Jason must have paid a bundle for that one. The Hollisters buy their way out of everything. They own everybody. What are you saying? Alan found out something crooked was going on at the farm. He said the Hollisters would be ruined if it got out. I don't know what it was, but the day Alan died, he had a huge argument with Jason. It wasn't an accident. Alan was killed to keep him quiet.
You're a photographer, Anne Marie, not a detective. Let the police handle this.
Tiffany says the Hollisters have the police in their back pocket.
You must wear very large pants.
Don't try to be funny, Mary. I'm not in the mood.
Listen, I'm just trying to understand what's really going on here.
What do you mean?
We've been around the world 6 times, says the magazine team does, and I don't remember taking even one afternoon off to look up your dear departed brother. What's going on, Anne Marie? What's going on?
Alan was just out of high school when our parents died. I was 13. He put his whole life on hold to take care of me. And I was hoping that one day I'd be able to return the favor. He was all the family I had. Now I have none.
Yesterday you said you wanted to get back to work as soon as possible. The magazine wants us in Zaire next week.
Oh, tell them I'm sick. Screw up the visas. I don't know. Do something. Just buy me some time, okay?
Okay. But promise me you'll take some time for yourself, too.
Barry.
I mean it. You refused to take a break after that train wreck of a divorce 2 years ago, and you pushed yourself to the brink ever since. You deserve a life, too.
Okay, fine. God, sometimes I think you're my mother.
Sorry I'm late. Campers down by the river thought they saw a bear. Matt Garvin, Forestry Service. You are the woman Miss Kerr told me about?
Yes, Anna Mackenzie.
Can I help you with your bag?
Thank you.
Alan had a pretty good place here. You got indoor plumbing. You got a sauna out in the trees. You got the best view in town outside of the Hollisters.
The Hollisters?
Yeah, the big houses across the gorge. Come on, I'll show you.
What a spectacular view.
The modern-looking place is where Brent lives with his wife and son, and his older brother Jason lives with their mother in the stone one.
They raise horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You a friend of the family?
Well, it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
So I'll likely run into them?
I suppose so.
Sorry, just curious. I like to find out everything I can about a place.
I guess Miss Kerr probably told you that her brother...
Yes, she did. How did it happen?
Hunting accident, we think.
We?
Well, me. I'm sort of the forest ranger, town cop, fire chief, and whatever else you got in a uniform around here.
Did you know Alan Kerr well?
Yes. He was a nice guy. It was a damn shame. I hope I haven't changed your mind about staying here.
No, not at all.
In that case, I'll need you to sign this personal property release form so I can give you the keys. Need you to sign right there. Miss Kerr said it was okay to turn over what was on the body to you. There you go. Great. Well, welcome to Devil's Gorge, Miss Mackenzie. Hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Yes, so do I.
Hello?
Barry, it's me.
Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. I need you to get in touch with the Mounted Police Detachment nearest here. There's something missing from Alan's wallet. Something he would never part with.
Lois Parsons. Are you here to get information on the auction?
No, I'm looking for a job. As a photographer.
A photographer? Do we need a photographer?
I hope so.
Come on through. I think they're in the garden. If they're not there, then they'll be at the stables.
Wipe your feet.
It's just me. Nothing to worry about. The ranch hands are always tracking mud in.
Oh, it's you, Lois.
Mrs. Hollister, this lady wants to talk to you about a job.
A job?
I gotta get back to the office. Oh, make sure you speak up. She's a little hard of hearing. And good luck.
Mrs. Hollister, my name's Anna Mackenzie. I have a proposition for you.
What kind of proposition?
My sons handle all of the business. I'm simply the matriarchal figurehead these days.
Oh, Mother, please.
You must be Jason Hollister.
And you must be from out of town to make that mistake. I'm Jason's brother, Brent. What can I do for you, Miss Mackenzie?
I read about your auction. It said you were offering a list of available stock.
Yes?
I thought I might sell you on the idea of a catalog.
They're absolutely spectacular.
I'm told a good photograph can increase a horse's price significantly.
We know we've thought about doing this before, but the numbers of people involved are...
I can do it all myself. And the price will be competitive.
Hollister stock tends to sell on its pedigree alone, Miss Mackenzie.
If that were the case, you wouldn't need to have an auction. Breeders need to see how an animal exhibits its bloodline. They need to imagine its attributes superimposed on the offspring of the one they want to mate it with.
And your pictures can do that?
Yes. And more importantly, they'll bring your horses to people who haven't taken the time to come to them.
And what would you need from us?
Family portraits, family history. We'll be selling you as well as your stock. Access to the horses and the training records.
Well, I'd have to talk to Jason about that part. He likes to know who's looking through the files.
Of course.
Most of our breeding stock is housed in those two stables.
It's a much bigger operation than I imagined.
It was only a hobby farm for my father, but Jason and I always wanted it to be something more. You're being very thorough with your research.
Well, I find it very interesting. I didn't realize you owned the whole valley.
Well, land was very cheap when my father first came prospecting. When he hit his first vein of silver, he bought up everything in any direction it might run.
Is the mine still here?
No, it played out years ago. I keep trying to divest what can't be turned into pasture, but Jason says that that's our wilderness. Can't seem to make him understand just how much wilderness goes for these days.
Haven't met Jason yet.
Well, he's more hands-on with the horses. You like him. But watch yourself. Horses aren't the only thing he's hands-on with.
Whoa. What is this?
Our indoor paddock for the yearlings. We do our training here in the winter months.
Oh, I see.
And up there is our lead trainer's office.
Who is your lead trainer?
Well, we don't actually have one at the moment. He died a little while ago. His name was Alan Kerr.
Right, Matt Garvin said it was a hunting accident.
I guess. That gorge can be very risky with all those weekend warriors.
Look, I'm sure you have better things to do. If it's okay, I'm just gonna wander, see if I can find some good backdrops.
Okay. I'll be in my office if you need me. Oh, and Anna, if you do meet Jason, don't ask him too many questions. He's very protective of our privacy.
Sure. I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's okay. I understand. But Jason may not. Some in Alan's office. I'll take a look. You go on ahead, Glenn. I'll catch up.
Quit horsing around. Yeah. Feel good? Huh? Oh, it's warm. Hi.
I was just looking for the way to the...
I haven't seen you around here before.
I just started yesterday.
Started when?
I have to go find...
Your shoes.
I guess I'm not really dressed for... I'm not used to being treated like a damsel in distress.
Even on those rare occasions when you are one?
Hello?
Barry, it's me.
Darling, how are you? Any, smoldering glances around the old corral?
Well, now that you mention it... I need you to do something else for me.
Wait a minute, besides writing this horse catalogue, which, by the way, will make you look more talented than you deserve.
Besides that, I want to take a look at Alan's autopsy report. A letter from Miss Kerr's lawyer should do the trick.
I always fancied myself a lawyer. Who does it go to?
Dr. Wingate. He's the local GP, medical examiner, coroner.
Busy man?
Well, it's not a busy place. Everybody seems to have 3 jobs, with the Hollisters supervising all of them.
Any idea which skeleton Alan found in their closet?
No, not yet. It seems he was in charge of their breeding program. Barry, how much time were you able to buy from the magazine?
A couple of weeks. An old Newsweek story I did found its way to the Zaire embassy. They're making sure I'm not a counter-revolutionary before they let us in.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Right. Now, tell me about those smoldering glances.
It was nothing. I don't even know his name.
Well, like I said, take some time for yourself. You've got a lot to give someone.
Yeah. Cool, okay?
Okay.
There's something vaguely unsettling about a woman who's real handy with an axe.
Hi, Matt. Good morning.
Hi. This came in on the bus. Can I take it inside for you?
Thanks. Don't tell me you work for the post office, too.
No, just being neighborly.
Right over there would be great. Got some fresh coffee on if you'd like some.
Yeah, great. So I hear you got a new job with the Hollisters. How's it going?
Fine. But then you probably already know that.
Listen, I didn't come by just to bring you that. My eldest daughter, Sandy's cooking tonight. Now, she's not as good as her mother was, but of the 6 kids, she's the only one I'd risk company on. Would you like to join us for dinner?
Oh, thanks, but I'm working tonight.
Oh, maybe some other time.
You have 6 kids?
Yeah, it was a time horses weren't the only stallions in the valley.
How do you take your coffee?
Black's fine. Hey, I got a better idea. Why don't you come with me to the yearling auction ball? It's a big do the Hollisters throw. Give you a chance to meet the rest of the town.
Sure. Fine. Thank you. Matt, the man who lived here, did he socialize much?
I sort of had a girlfriend.
Sort of.
Why are you so interested?
I just want to know a little more about him.
Well, her name was Tiffany Underwood, and she was engaged to somebody else.
Who?
Jason Hollister.
Does she still live in town?
Well, there was a lot of talk after what happened. You know how people are.
What kind of talk?
Well, some folks thought that he might have had something to do with it. That there was a thorough investigation, and Jason had an alibi, so...
What made people suspicious?
Jason was the one who found Alan's body.
I'm Anna Mackenzie. Are you Simone?
Anna, yes. Brent told me he'd hired a photographer. Come in. Imagine someone from an actual city to talk to.
I hope he told you I was coming over to take a family portrait for the catalog.
No. But luckily, I always dress for breakfast. He'll be back in a minute.
Your house is really something.
Brent had it renovated for me. He said I was a contractor's worst nightmare. Someone who knows what they want. Oh, Christopher, he always makes a fuss when he hears visitors. Why don't you set up where you think is best? I'll be right back. Cabin.
Yes. Did you know him?
Not really. The Hollisters tend to look down on fraternizing with the staff. This is Christopher. He's It's almost 1. Christopher, this is Mommy's new friend, Anna.
Hello, Christopher.
Come on.
There's Brent now.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Hey, little buddy. What are you doing up?
He heard Anna come in and he just had to meet her.
Oh, really? Already chasing girls, are we? Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Look what came in the mail. How much do you love it? Don't worry, you didn't have to pay for it. And I won't show Jason.
Show me what? Jason, this is Anna.
Yes, we've already met.
Anna, where would you like to do this?
On the deck, I think.
Okay, I'll just go out and set up some chairs. Simone?
Can I offer you something to drink?
Some water.
This way.
Did you really need to get another bracelet?
Don't worry, you didn't see it. You won't have to make any excuses or apologize
That's
for
not
me.
the point.
No. The point is, I'm your wife. And darling, if I want to buy something to look more beautiful for you, it's none of Jason's business. If you don't like it, if you don't want me to have it, I'll send it back. But it's your decision, not his. I'm your wife. Well?
I'd rather we just get rid of some of these toys.
I suppose I should apologize.
I can see you feel really bad about it.
So, let me make it up to you. How about a hike in the gorge? You won't find a more experienced guide.
Yes, I've heard you're very experienced.
To what do we owe the honor?
What do you mean?
You appear out of nowhere, charging less than the going rate while seeking access to a lot of private information.
Your brother seemed satisfied with my references. If you'd like to check them out.
I have. Breeding thoroughbred racehorses demands the utmost discretion.
The last thing I have ever been is indiscreet.
All right. Well, from here on in, anything you need goes through me.
I'm just trying to do my job, Mr. Hollister.
And I'm doing mine. Nothing happens around here without me knowing about it, Miss Mackenzie. Is that clear?
I need to see medical and training records. Whatever your lead trainer had on file would be fine.
They were moved to the office vault this morning. I'll give you a synopsis in a few days.
I don't mind wading through them myself.
I do.
Anna? Anna, we're ready.
Do you need me on this?
No, I was planning on dealing with you separately.
Beautiful. Just like that. Yeah. Come on. Get up. Right, that's it. That's it. That's it. Right. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Right. Come on.
He's really quite something, isn't he?
Come on.
Your son certainly has a way with horses.
That's it.
Jason seems to be able to exercise that kind of control over everything he gets involved with.
Everything?
You know what? You're going to be as good as your daddy as soon as you learn to listen. That's right.
You pig!
Good morning to you, Simone.
How dare you do this to
Excuse
me?
me,
How dare I do
I'd
what?
better
No, I
get in the
can't
middle
read
of
your
this.
mind. Not that I'd want to.
How dare you talk Brent out of taking me with him?
There's too many stores in New York, Simone. I thought it might be easier on Brent's finances, and mine for that matter.
What's the matter, Simone?
He stopped me from going away with Brent.
Oh, Jason, her family's in New York.
Well, maybe she should move back there.
Another month, Jason.
And you'll never be able to make my life miserable again.
Don't push me. You push me, I'll make misery seem like a day at the beach.
Jason, you're being too hard on
I'm not hard enough on her. If Brent wasn't so blindly in love with her, he'd be harder on her than I am.
Jason, you come back here and apologize to Simone.
Sorry you had to witness that. Simone just knows the right buttons to push.
You know, maybe...
My family's affairs are not your concern. Just do the job you're being paid to do.
I'm not going to mention this to anybody. I promise.
Okay.
Like you said, maybe we should start over.
All right. This is Gold Goddess. She's due soon. And with luck, the next Kentucky Derby winner's right in here.
The real champions.
Oh, well, even a horse with perfect parents can be outclassed by a nobody. You just gotta wait and see till they run. But we try.
I found some notes from Alan Kerr saying he'd be getting a racehorse for his work here.
Yeah, sometimes we pay our trainers with stock. Not that that makes any difference to Alan now.
Were you too close?
No. I'm careful about who I get close to.
Jason? Jason, are you in here? Has Simone been here?
Been and gone.
She seemed very upset when she left the house.
Yeah, are you on your way to the airport?
Yes.
Okay, well, call me when you get to New York.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be getting back.
Any last-minute instructions?
Just don't blow this. We had enough trouble around here. Brent. There's only so much we can cover up.
You know my definition of a friend? Someone who knows exactly when you need to be pampered. Thanks for inviting me here.
Well, it was awful the way Jason stopped Brent from taking you with him. What business is it of his what you do with your husband?
Hollister business.
He's treated you this way before?
You're very curious about him, aren't you? Not that I blame you. It's very attractive. A fine catch, as they say.
I'm not trying to catch him. I've caught his kind before. You're the one who ends up being trapped.
Are we talking about an ex-husband here? Was he a wheeler-dealer like Jason?
He conducted business when he wasn't conducting women into hotel rooms. He made a lot of promises. I kept thinking things would get better. They didn't.
Men, they're all dogs. Except for Brent. Only that doesn't amount to much sometimes.
Because of the way he lets Jason boss him around?
That. And other things, too. We're not intimate that often.
I'm sorry.
It's not that important, not when two people love each other. But I thought we'd never have children.
It's called hypopigmentation. It's kind of a birthmark. Apparently, it's very rare.
It's such a pretty shape. Perfect heart.
It's a hereditary thing. My whole family has it. So, you were telling me about Jason?
No more about men. Settled. Came here to relax. Let's relax.
Okay, that's good. Okay, hold that.
How's the photo session coming?
Just finishing up. Then all I have left is you. Have you decided where you want to do it?
Get on. You do ride, don't you?
A little. Where are we going?
You know, you shouldn't be so afraid of being alone with me. Who knows, you might learn a few things. You want a hand? Good. Right? The strip's okay?
Yeah.
Whoa, oh boy. He's up. We can walk him from here.
Letty says you were joining Brent in New York.
Yeah, I have to go out there and give him some help with the International Thoroughbred Federation.
Who are they?
Well, our stallions stand to stud at about $50,000 a pop, so that makes Brent and I high-class pimps, and the Federation makes sure we're honest ones.
I don't understand.
Well, a horse that's bred for racing has to be conceived with the stallion and the mare at the same place at the same time.
It's not much different from the rest of us, is it?
Well, nowadays, artificial insemination is pretty standard breeding practice, except for racehorses.
Why's that?
Well, because an unscrupulous breeder could claim he was providing genetic material from a champion when he wasn't. And stallions like Sergeant Blue are just way too valuable to ship around the world. And last year, the Federation gave us permission to try breeding without live covers, so...
And Alan Kerr kept you on the straight and narrow. He gave me his records. Remember? Now they make sense.
What was he like?
Alan, I hated him.
You hated him? Why?
He just, he knew everything there was to know about horses. That's all, you know, he could look at a mare and know what stallion was perfect for her, and he was never wrong. It's just up here.
That's beautiful.
Yep. Brent wants to sell this section off for condos and cabins. My father tore up the valley with his strip mines. And I don't know, I just figure it's my job to put it back together. I guess I'm just a simple country boy at heart.
Yeah, and I'm a Vogue model.
So, you want me to do something, or no? Okay.
Why don't you get down and stand here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, look to the left.
My left? Okay. This?
Yeah, that's your best side.
My best side.
It's not a compliment. Everybody has one. Even you. Give me 3/4.
No.
No. Right here. I think I got what I need. Have a good trip to New York.
Okay.
trail through the gorge. I came as soon as Jason left for New York. I don't know who else to turn to. He's evil, Anna.
What?
He's convinced everyone I married Brent for his money, all because I won't let him have me. He tried to seduce me when Brent first brought me out here. And when I resisted, he almost raped me. He knows if I told Brent, he'd never believe me, so he makes my life a living hell. Yesterday, he tried again. And when I resisted, he threw my new bracelet into the gorge. He's capable of anything, Anna. He killed one of our trainers. The police told everyone it was an accident, but Jason shot him for stealing his fiancée.
What happened?
He found out about the affair. He told Alan to meet him in the woods, and then he shot him. To make it seem less suspicious, he even called the police himself.
You have any proof?
The gun. Jason still has it.
How do you know all this?
I overheard him telling Brent it was an accident, that they struggled and the gun went off.
Why didn't Brent go to the police?
You think the police don't already know? The Hollisters have paid Matt to keep quiet before. They'll stop at nothing.
But you've got nothing to prove. What she says is true.
Not yet. But Jason's back from New York. I'm going over there tonight so he can approve the catalog. This auction's coming up fast.
Yeah, so's our date with the jungles of Zaire.
Barry, you've got to stall. I'm finally getting somewhere.
Yes, well, I'll do the best that I possibly can.
What is it?
I got a letter from the coroner.
And?
You can't read the report.
Why? Why not?
He lent his only copy to an interested party who lost it.
Who?
Jason Hollister.
This is excellent work, Anna.
Yeah. Congratulations. Has Mother seen this?
I thought you and Brent should have the first look.
Well, I don't think either of us could be more pleased.
I'll get Mrs. Hollister.
You know, if this works, it could really solve our financial problems, put us right back on top.
It might polish up our image a little, too. You should have thought of this months ago.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're the image expert. You really charmed the pants off those New Yorkers.
Well, luckily for us.
Look at this. This is the only picture that I remember of the both of us with Dad teaching us to shoot. You remember? Those were good times, huh, Jace?
Yeah.
Letty, they'd like you to come and see the layouts. Mrs. Hollister? Letty?
Oh, Anna, it's you. Oh, you startled me. You must never, ever walk up to a woman of my age without warning.
They want you to come and approve my work.
So Jason likes them.
Yes.
I knew it. Good for you.
And if you like them, we'll take them to the printer tomorrow.
And, what happens next? With you?
I might stick around a while. I'm beginning to like it here.
Well, I'll talk to Jason. I'm sure he'd have something that you could do. Are you coming?
It's been a long day. I should go home.
Well, I'll ask Jason if he'll drive you.
Oh, no, I'm just across the gorge. I brought a flashlight.
No. The trails are dangerous during the day, never mind at night.
I'll be fine.
Absolutely not. Jason will take you. Why? Just last month, a young man was killed out there. We heard the gunshot.
You what?
Yeah, Jason and I, we heard it. We were dining on the terrace and, well, obviously I didn't hear it, but Jason did. He grabbed his rifle and went out to have a look.
His rifle?
He came back in about an hour with Matt Garvin, and they had found the body at the bottom of the gorge. I'll never forget the look on his face. He's a lot more sensitive than he lets on. I can tell he's still affected by it.
Mother said Simone's been spending more time with you.
What's the real reason Simone hates you so much?
The real
reason? What is it?
I won't let her get away with bankrupting Brent.
Brent can't take care of himself?
Not when she's been able to make him dip into our company's capital to cover their debts, no. Does that answer your question? I'm not the monster she makes me out to be. I'm gonna make you see that.
No.
It just drives me crazy the way you look afraid of me. What are you scared of?
I have to go.
I can't.
Why not?
It's too fast.
Well, how about we try a more acceptable approach? Will you be my date at the yearling auction ball?
I already said yes to someone else. I'm sorry.
That makes two of us. Well, I think you'll be fine from here. In your own backyard to negotiate.
What are you doing here?
Came in out of the rain. I see you got Jason Hollister to walk you home.
Is there a problem with that?
Not unless he finds out who you really are. The RCMP called me. They have new information on Alan Kerr, and they wanted me to get in touch with his sister.
After your writer friend reported him missing, we got a call from a local coin dealer. He appraised it for your brother a year ago.
Alan's lucky gold piece. He never let this out of his sight. Our father bought it for him when he was born.
It had been pawned. We're trying to put together an ID, but the pawn shop can only remember that the seller was a woman.
He'd never give this away.
Because of its value?
No, he wanted to pass it on to his own son. Turn it into a family heirloom. Did you speak to Tiffany Underwood?
No, I called her earlier today. She'd never even seen it. Had to be someone else. I said there was an investigation. I did not say that the case was closed.
Then you do think he was murdered?
Let's just say I'm keeping an open mind.
Simone says Jason admitted the killing to Brent.
And Letty says that he was with her when they heard the shot.
She couldn't have heard it. She's protecting him.
Like I said, I'm keeping an open mind.
Well, maybe one of you can tell me why Jason was allowed to see the autopsy report?
Well, Jason had gotten a temporary government ban on game hunting in the gorge, and he was hoping that that report would help make it permanent.
So, what are you going to do now that you know who I am?
What would you like me to do?
Keep quiet? Please, Matt. I have to find out what happened to my brother. I owe it to him.
Oh, Lois. You look great.
Miss Mackenzie? Now, this dress was made for you.
I think this one's good.
No, oh, come on. We want to be the hottest babes at the ball. The one you have on is classic and simple. That one is classic, simple, and sexy.
How long have you known the Hollisters?
All my life. Jason was a legend in our high school. He almost killed a guy who tried to steal his girlfriend. Rumor has it his dad paid off the police.
Nobody ever pressed charges?
Are you kidding? Arrest a Hollister? Jason was always pretty tough, but, you know, he's been harder on people since his dad died. I think he feels responsible for the family now, you know?
Have you ever seen him lose his temper?
Oh, yeah. He had a big blowout with Alan Kerr just before the accident. I mean, like, screaming at him. God, it was ugly.
Do you know what it was about?
Alan said Brent was interfering with the breeding program to cover his debts. Simone went so crazy on that house, Brent almost had to sell his share of the company.
Well, why didn't Jason bail him out?
He doesn't have that kind of money.
Well, didn't he inherit money from his father?
I don't think their dad shared Brent and Jason's passion for horses.
What do you mean?
It's not like mining, you know, where you can make a fortune overnight. Foals can't be sold till they're yearlings. You raise them a full year before you can even make a profit off them.
So?
So, old Mr. Hollister put this weird clause in his will that Brent and Jason can't touch their inheritance until their own firstborn children are a year old.
I see.
Jason's got everything he owns tied up in those horses. Anything happens to the farm before he's married and has kids, and he's finished. So come on, let's see how that dress looks. Oh, Anna, you're beautiful.
This is where Alan's body was found. Gets into the river and makes it through these rapids, washes up down here. Right there.
Thanks for bringing me here, Matt.
I'm not sure what good this is going to do.
It's just for me. And I couldn't ask anyone else to bring me here without having to answer a lot of questions.
Now, we found marks on some rocks over there to indicate that's where he was shot.
This is near Brent and Simone's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did they hear anything?
No, Simone and the baby were sleeping and Brent was out.
Can anyone vouch for him?
No.
What about rifles? Did Brent or Jason own one?
Every man in this valley has one. Anne Marie, the first thing a good cop looks for is motive. Who gains from the crime? If Alan's death wasn't accidental, and that's still a big if, I haven't found out who profited.
And until you do, you're not going to do anything.
No, I just don't want to badger a lot of people who may be innocent.
Or too rich and powerful to mess with.
Matt, people say that the Hollisters have paid you to keep quiet about things.
That was a long time ago, okay? I was a rookie cop and Jason was a hot-headed kid.
Can I trust you?
Well, I've kept my mouth shut about you, haven't I?
Have you?
Yeah, I'm good at keeping quiet. Even if I'm not getting paid.
Something in the water!
I want you to get cover now!
Grab my hand. Grab my hand. I got it. Are you all right?
Are you sure?
Oh, we better get you into some dry clothes. Look, the difference between catching a chill and hypothermia could be the distance from here to your place, so...
Let me have the rifle, Jason.
Here, now.
You all right? Somebody took a shot at us, Jason.
What? What? You think... Oh, man. Weird. Hasn't been fired in months.
Well, it hasn't been fired in the last few minutes anyway. Mind if I take it?
No, do whatever you want. The important thing is to get her home and get her dry. You're gonna come back to the house now, right?
I'm sure I'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll come back to the house and you'll be fine.
I'll come by as soon as I take a good look around.
Maddie.
Do it
Okay,
yourself.
fine. There's a lock on the door.
You said that door had a lock.
I know how to pick it. Have a seat.
Where are my clothes?
They're in the dryer. That has a lock on it, too. Oh, come on. Come on, it's warmer over here. And I made you a nice cup of hot chocolate. Just relax and let me take care of you for a second. So, what were you doing down there by the rapids?
You mean besides being shot at?
Well, we got a lot of idiot hunters down there who'll just shoot at anything that moves.
That seems to be the explanation for all the shootings around here. Matt said it was the same place your trainer was killed.
Yeah, I suppose he also told you the rumor that I'm the murderer.
I had heard that your trainer was having an affair with your fiancée.
Yeah, he was. I was furious with Tiffany when she told me. It was just because she kept it a secret for so long. She wasn't good at understanding distinctions like that. Or maybe that's why I'd already realized it wasn't going to work out between us. So, in a way, Alan was doing me a favor. You have to be careful in the courts. You know, it's a lot more dangerous than it seems. You're safe here.
What is it?
Is there something you want to tell me? What's the real reason you came to Devil's Gorge?
What are you talking about?
I think your clothes are dry by now.
Find it?
Yeah, but I don't have a clue what it is.
It's a shipping vial from the farm. It's filled with semen from a stallion that's being bred. The vial goes into a larger container filled with coolant to keep it fresh.
Maybe that shot was taken by someone who wouldn't want us to find it. Are you sure I'm the only one who knows who you are?
Yes.
Well, start watching your back, and I want to know what you're doing every minute of the day. Is it a seal on the end there?
Yes. The veterinarian certifies the contents and the date it was taken. B22121. I think that's Sergeant Blue.
Is the stuff in here now?
Yeah, that's why it's sealed. The vet supervising the mare is the only one authorized to break it. That way, you know you're getting what you paid for. Yep, Sergeant Blue, all right.
So what's it worth?
$50,000.
$50,000? I'd known it was worth that much, I wouldn't have had a vasectomy.
You had a vasectomy?
And my wife said if the doctors didn't do it, then she would. So what the hell's that doing in the river?
There, being thrown from her hand. She said Jason threw her new bracelet into the gorge, but they were fighting over this. The day Ellen died, he confronted Jason over some breeding irregularities. He must have suspected they were selling this on the side. Or passing off material from some other stallion that's coming from Sergeant Blue.
But to get this seal, Brent would need the vet's cooperation.
There it is. I did 6 tags for Brent on the same day.
And you sealed all the vials?
Of course.
And you're always there?
Always. The day they do it is my first call. Sergeant Blue is peppiest first thing in the morning. Now, can I go back to bed? Or do you plan on coming back with another harebrained idea?
No, sorry we woke you.
That's all right. Doc? What other calls did you make that day?
For crying out loud, Matt, how the hell would I know? That was almost a year ago. There, 7 a.m. Hollisters. I also had to see a mare Brent thought was going into labor.
Doc?
Jason and Alan weren't around that morning. We got Sergeant Blue ready, and then Brent came in all in a panic and had me go and see the mare. She was fine, false alarm. But when I got back to the barn, they had Sergeant Blue back in his stall.
And Brent had the filled vials?
So you didn't actually see which horse it came from?
I know these boys. They could lose everything if something like this got out.
And maybe Brent made sure it didn't. Simone's been implicating Jason to protect her husband. You gonna pick up Brent?
Not yet.
But you have a motive. We know there's something fishy about those vials. Alan found out Brent had to keep him quiet.
Look, it makes sense, but it's still circumstantial, and Jason might still be involved. I have to be careful how I deal with this.
Why? Why are the Hollisters so damn special?
I had an affair with Simone. It was about a year after they got married. My wife was gone, I was feeling lonely. I was flattered someone that beautiful would be interested. I didn't want it to end, she did.
Oh, Matt.
I'll pick up his rifle, have the Mounties do ballistics when they finish with Jason's gun. I don't want her thinking this is about something else.
Who was at the door?
Matt. He was asking some more questions about Alan. It's okay, darling. I took care of it.
I thought this was over.
It is. He said it was merely routine.
I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Brent, no.
Look, I won't tell him everything. Just enough to keep him off our back.
No, you can't. We have been through too much to lose everything now.
Simone, I've got to.
You let me handle everything. Like always.
Lois? Lois?
Be right there, Anna. Okay. Letty's at the hotel so she can supervise the party. You want to ride back to your place?
No, thanks. I have some work to finish.
Oh, come on. You can't be late for the ball. It's the biggest night of the year. The buyers come from all over and they're loaded. Besides, if you're not there when the Hollisters arrive, I won't have anyone to dish Jason's date with.
Jason's date?
Oh, she's a buyer from back east who's been after him for years. She got a divorce and called to ask him to go with her. I'll bet she's coming loaded for bear, if you know what I mean. Isn't this just the best? Oh, there's Jason. Oh, God, he's gorgeous. But he's not the marrying kind. Maybe I could just borrow him for a while. Oh, look. That's Nicole.
Punch, please.
Oh, Max, there's a phone call for you in the lobby.
Go ahead. I'll get some air.
I'll find you.
I won't do that to Brent.
It's yourself. I know exactly what you want. It's all you've ever wanted.
Don't touch me like that. You're hurting me. You bully. Let go
Don't you
of
give
me.
me an excuse to tell him about Christopher.
What was that all about?
He said he saw Christopher almost fall off the deck the other day. He called me an unfit mother after what I went through to get pregnant.
Honey? Everything all right?
Yes, darling, we'll be there in a minute.
I really think this is best for me.
Did you tell anyone what I said about Jason? No. You don't believe me? No.
You're falling in love with him, aren't you?
I told you, I don't... You're not the first woman he's tricked. You won't be the last.
Anna! Champagne is just beginning to flow.
Beautiful. I'd like to introduce you to Nicole. I'm helping her find a position in our operation.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Would you let me go, please?
Sure that's what you want.
I said let me go, please.
Why can't you be honest about what you want?
Guys, take 5.
There's no need to stop the music, Matt. He could have just asked if you wanted to cut in.
Jason Hollister, I have a warrant for your arrest.
For what?
The murder of Alan Kerr.
You're serious?
I got the ballistics report back on your rifle.
What?
It's the one that killed Alan.
Come with me, sir.
Matt! Matt, what are you doing?
I'm going to go with him. Now, call our lawyer and make sure he gets to the police station before we do. I'm sorry, excuse me?
What are you doing?
The evidence doesn't lie.
There's been a mistake. What about Brent's rifle?
Brent doesn't have a rifle. Simone made him get rid of it after the baby was born.
This doesn't fit with anything we talked about,
Then
Matt.
find me some proof.
Marie, are you all right? It's Jason.
I knew you didn't do it. I knew.
made some coffee. You want some?
You never told me how you got out of jail so fast.
Nicole posted my bail.
And you didn't have to repay her generosity?
Well, no, I think that's what she had in mind, but no. You know what? Your brother was the last person in the world that I ever would have harmed. Yeah, I read the autopsy report. He had the same mark. This one family in 10,000 carries that gene. The chance that you weren't related was too remote.
Alan found out that Brent was cheating your customers, didn't he?
Brent was trapped. Simone has just run up enormous debts.
Did Brent kill Alan?
No.
How can you be sure?
Because I know my brother.
Did you know he was a thief?
When Alan died, I thought Brent might have done it, but I couldn't find any proof. So...
Just a motive. Why are you protecting him? You have to tell Matt what was going on.
No. Just let me deal with this in my own way, okay?
You can't buy Brent out of a murder rap.
I found the letter you wrote to the Thoroughbred Federation.
Brent went to New York to plead for mercy. And you followed up in typical Hollister fashion, paying back the breeders and promising them Sergeant Blue's services for free.
Yeah, I did what was best for the family. I solved the problem.
How do you plan to solve me?
Yeah, but... Where are you going?
To talk to Matt?
No, you can't. No, you can't do
Yes,
this.
I can. Maybe Brent used your gun without you knowing it. Have you thought about that?
No, my rifle was locked in the gun cabinet. I mean, I only got it out when I went to investigate the shot that I heard with my mother.
But that can't be.
What?
Because it was your rifle that killed Alan. And Brent doesn't even own one.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. Simone made him get rid of it. Where are you going? Jason?